Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's your girl Isiuwe. Please make sure to like this video if you found it helpful, and also subscribe and become part of a family. Woo! Alright, so today's video is going to be something that I think that is very important, because I really believe that talking and conversation is already like a lost art among Gen Z and millennials. Because I don't know if it's something that has to do with the fact that we are always on social media and always on our phones, and the way we communicate with each other is by texting and by responding to tweets and by DMing. So we never really know how to talk in person, and it is becoming like a serious issue. Not just when you start working in like a corporate setting, or when you are in class and you have to speak up. No, not just that, but I feel like we are losing the recipe for making friendships. We are losing the recipe for like building a community, just because we don't talk to each other anymore. And so I feel like this video is going to help you to do that. I saw a tweet here that said something about how just making small talk with strangers can literally like heal humanity. I'll put it up on the screen, and I thought it was a brilliant summary of what I've been thinking about this past few days. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm very confident that I know how to make conversations, and I know how to like talk to everybody. There's nobody I cannot talk to. I find myself sometimes, because of how entrenched I've been in social media, I find myself not being able to just make conversation with somebody, not being able to follow up, not being able to like, it gets difficult. Sometimes it just crickets. You and the person, you have said something, the person has said something, and you are just laughing awkwardly. And I feel like that is what this video will help you to do. Before I go into the actual nitty-gritty for today's video, and it's going to be a short video, I'm going to like encompass everything in like 2 to 3 minutes. Hopefully I don't talk too much. When I say that, I think that this not talking to other people, not making conversations, and not like, building community, I think it also has to do with not just social media and not just like us burying our heads in our phones, but also because people are walking around and having issues speaking to somebody because they're afraid of making a mistake or sounding stupid. And I think that once we cover all of this, and once you find yourself that you're doing it enough, like more and more, you find that talking to people and like making conversations will not be a big deal. In fact, all those things you're worrying about will not be a worry anymore. Like, the first thing I'll tell you now, that if you want to start making conversation, you want to be able to speak to a stranger, you want to be able to talk to anybody in the bus, in like a networking event, at a party, it doesn't, like, this is a big cliche, but it hasn't failed, and it doesn't fail anybody, is by using compliments. And not just using compliments, not just saying, oh my god, I love your sweater, where did you get it? No, like using compliments and then following up with something that they can talk extensively about, like almost something that they want to, like, okay, like that, oh my god, I love your sweater, now is like, oh my god, I love your sweater, it looks like the one that Cardi B wore this time. That compliment is, first of all, a very good one, and then you've given somebody the opportunity to talk about why, oh, it's not Cardi B's own, or when they bought it they actually thought it was Cardi B's own, or like there's so many things to talk about after that. You're not just saying, oh my god, I love your sweater, because the person will just say thank you, and that's the end of the conversation. No, so you're saying, oh my god, I love your sweater. It's like, it really looks like what Cardi B wore last time. Like, I'm just saying now, I'm not saying that everybody, I'm sure you people know what I'm talking about. Yes, if there's anything I may have learned while talking to people, is that people will talk about themselves. People are always saying that, oh, I hide my business, I don't talk to people. People love to talk about themselves. So when you give somebody a compliment, first of all, it makes them feel good. It makes them feel good about themselves, like, oh, the effort that they made before coming out of their house this morning paid off. Or even if it was not something that they even put effort in, you'd be like, oh my god, I didn't even put effort in this thing, and then somebody noticed it. So first of all, they like compliments, and then they like to talk. Now, my second point is a follow-up to what I've just said, but please listen. Like, actually listen to what the person is saying, because this is a very crucial point. Because I've found out that sometimes when I engage in conversations, just because I don't want to, like, be awkward and standing in the corner somewhere, and then the person starts talking, I zone out. I forget to listen. Like, I literally zone out. I'm just happy that at least somebody's talking to me. I'm not standing at the corner looking stupid, like I'm talking to somebody. Sometimes I zone out, and then I don't know how to follow up on that conversation, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'll see you around. Nope. try and actively listen to whatever the person is saying, so that you have follow-up questions from that, so that it can like flow, so that you can laugh, because sometimes they say some things that are funny or not necessarily funny, but etiquette demands that you laugh at it. And laughing is like a very good conversation should I say element? Yeah. So when you are talking and they're talking and then you laugh and then you are listening, because listening is really, really important. Like, guys, I cannot stress this enough. It's very important to listen. I'm telling you, don't get too excited that, oh, the person's already talking to me, and then you zone out and you're in your own head. Because I'm sorry, millennials and Gen Z, we do this a lot. I don't want to group us in the same category, but I feel like we do this a lot. We tend to be so self-absorbed that we forget about other people. So I think that listening is actually a very good idea. I want you to picture in your head what I've just said. You've complimented somebody, you've asked them to like talk about the topic in that compliment, and then you are listening. Already that's a conversation. Like if somebody was passing the side, two people doing that, those people are engaged in conversation. So you see that now it's not so hard. You are actually no longer awkward. You are no longer like introverted. You are speaking to somebody. You are engaging in conversation. That's what conversation is. Now, to do your own part, and so that it doesn't look like you are, how do I put it, like engaged in an interview, follow up with more questions, but also answer some of them. Like answer some of the questions, like, oh, you talk about somebody's sweater and then she says something about it, and then you listen. You talk about, oh my god, I swear to god, I almost bought this sweater like that too because I wanted to go to this concert. Because if you are actively engaged in the conversation and then give your own input to, people also want to learn about things. People also want, especially things that are interesting. So if you include things like, oh, I swear to god, I'm such a fashion freak, I would like to, like, obviously, first of all, I forgot to say this, but the compliment has to be something that it's not so random. Like it is like an interesting thing that you can talk about, and you know that maybe that person looks like they can talk about, because you won't go and compliment like somebody's sweater now and you're not a fashion person, you don't know anything about clothing items, and you feel like that person is, the sweater is not even that good, you just wanted to talk. that one will keep you on a spot. It keep you somewhere very not good for conversation. So yeah, first of all, talk about something that you like and that you think the person likes. The person is fashionable, you want to engage in conversation with that person, so you do that. Then back to what I was saying, sorry. Then follow up with questions and also answer some of those questions. Like, oh my god, I swear to god, I think that comedy is like this. One of my favorite comedians was this. I went to this show and this happened. That's already conversation. The person can now like respond, and before you know it, you've taken up from there. So congratulations, you're already talking, you're already engaging in conversation. You can do this with literally anybody, like literally anybody. These three things alone, I feel like can help you. I swear to god, there's no long talk. I'm not going to like extend this video longer than it needs to be. Those three things help me every time, and I have like, I'm able to make connections everywhere I go because of these things. And I'm not just picking out a random topic. Again, pick up a distinctive topic, like something that's interesting. Maybe you feel like their age is interesting, maybe you feel like their hairstyle is interesting, maybe you feel like the way they talk is interesting. Like pick something out of it and compliment. Oh my god, I love the way you speak. And people love compliments. Like imagine somebody coming up to you and complimenting you on something so random that you didn't even think about, or something that you put effort in. You would want, like, how many times do you enjoy it when you walk out or on the street and people are like, oh my god, I love the way you look so nice, I love your outfit. You want to stay and tell them about how you pieced it together and everything. So I think that if you employ these techniques, that it will really help you. And yeah, so if this video helped you, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.